Okay, so here is also my video on the WRX for the fuel pump. If you have a wagon, congratulations. You have the nicest of all. So, if you have a wagon, you don't even have to worry about none of your interior parts. I've seen some videos where they just take everything off. Like everything, like they fold the seats down and take everything. I mean, this is the reason that you have a wagon. So that being said, it's just a matter of taking all your phone parts and getting to it. Like even I was expecting more than that, but it's just like, well, here you go. Kind of like God just listened to us and he's like, oh, okay, I see what you guys mean. Woo! There you go. So there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the 4 screws on it and just get to it. But again, just like that turbo video that I make, is just in case anybody's wondering if you can actually access it without like having to fold your seats down, and you have a car seat and you gotta take the car seat off and do the whole nine. But you don't. You literally just take this part of your interior off and that's it. You get to it. Alright. Well, it's out. Well, I mean, sorry, it's not out. The cover is out. It had a little piece of foam. There is a little 4 screws. And it's that simple. Of course, it was not that clean. It was not even close to being that clean. I just got a can of brake cleaner and just spray it. As you can see, it's drying. It dries really fast. So I'm just gonna let it dry and vent out. On this whole entire process, I am gonna keep my windows open. I have a fire extinguisher handy. And I'm making sure that I'm not on the phone. They say that they create a static and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna be concentrating on doing this job and trying to get it done so I don't have to sting the car. I'm also gonna have the windows down. Just make sure that I don't retain any of the smells. Alright, I'll take it off and I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright, before anything, I'm not liable if you get hurt. I'm not liable if your car catches fire. And I'm not liable for anything that might happen to you while you're trying to do this on your own. If you're professional. Alright, so that being said, that was a white box. And time to get the goodies out. So I did put this container with me in the car. So when the pump came out, I also took it out really slowly. I let it drain. I let it drain the fuel that it was taking up on the stock. And as I let it drain, I pull it out slowly so it will continue to drain more. And I just had it sitting. I just let it there drain, and then I put it on the drain so I wouldn't spill any fuel inside the car. This is nothing fancy really. Let me see if I can make it dark in here to create. Ooh, well, there it is. It's the 255 pump. It's a very common upgrade. A lot of people do it. I went with the best that I could afford on this performance range. And again, I've been told this is good for E85 and so on. So that being said, again, this is my choice of pump. But you also gotta know what you have performance-wise, and why are you replacing it? What kind of injectors you have? What kind of injectors you're gonna have put on? The whole nine. So it all really depends. You might not even need it for the amount of power that you're running, or this pump might not even be big enough for the amount of power that you're running. So all really depends on your setup and your power goals. Now you gotta be realistic. Of course, you wanna have 1,000 horsepower, right? Is that what you're really gonna be making, you know, on whatever you got going on your 7.5-inch tires? So just be conscious of what you're trying to make. What are your actually realistic goals? Yeah, you wanna one day be at, I don't know, 800 horsepower. That's all fine. But as of right now, you're gonna be making 250. So run a pump that is for 250, because I find that when you wanna like overbuild things, that's actually not the best way to do it, because you end up spending money that you didn't have to spend money for, and it just creates problems. They're too big and so on and so on. So anyway, I just got my leg. And I already let it drain, right? And I still got my leg. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that's still not gonna be all the fuel, because it's never all the fuel. It's always more fuel than it. Just like GM always has more coolant, Subaru always has more fuel. Alright, hose clamps, just like that. Now it does come with a harness, and it comes with a sock. I really like this sock though. This sock looks really nice. I like this sock about 1,000 times better than the sock that it came on the aftermarket pump. Now my pump is good. She makes no noises. She has no fuss. My car is being tuned before, and we don't have any like fuel starvation issues or management or anything like that with the fuel. It's all been good. It's just being replaced because I hope you guys saw my video of the turbo, and I'm going with a bigger turbo, bigger injectors, bigger stuff. Ooh, I like these. Look at that. Cachupupleo. Brand new, full size sock. Call it my sock, or call it a strainer, call it the filter. That's a full size one too. Ooh, I like that. Alright, so let me see if this harness that I got is also a direct replacement, since it seems that I got the right part. Alright, let's see. Here. God only knows how long that connector is sitting on the place. Gotta be careful though, you don't want to break your sending unit. And be careful when you're moving your sending unit around. You have the arm of your float. If you feel uncomfortable with it, it just pops in here. Hold it down. Put a screwdriver underneath it. You just pop it out. It just pops out. I'm not gonna mess with mine. I'm really okay where it is. But if you feel like you might break it, like you might drop it or something, just go ahead and disconnect it from there. It should be good. You should be good to go. Alright, so I hope you all saw that. No, probably not. So anyway, on the side of it, let me turn the flashlight on. Alright, so on the side of it right here, it has that big slot. So instead of putting on this one first, on the connector, push on the connector first, get your flathead screwdriver in here, push on it, and then pull on the connector. That should release it. And the harness looks good. That's crazy. That's 100 and almost 190,000 miles. And you know, when you're not driving your car, this thing is still submerged in fuel and fuel fumes and everything. That's just to show you like how well these things are made. Now we're gonna get the other harness. That of course is not, you know, it doesn't have the protecting boot or anything like that because they don't care about it anymore. So that's what we're gonna put in there. We're just gonna snake it in here, and then we're gonna bend it. Bend it right here. Push it in. Make sure you get that solid flake, and that you check your. Make sure that little tab right there. Make sure that tab is all the way in. I mean, you can see the connectors all the way. If you want to check if it's all the way in, don't pull on the wires. Just kind of see if it's actually in there. Just with the screwdriver, moving back and forth. All right. Now the fuel pump. No. First, take the clamps off. Take these hose off. Hose clamps again. I mean, hose pliers again. Give it a couple tweaks. Make sure this actually release. Pull on it. It's out. New hose. Show it in. Now, show it in higher than what you think that it should go. That way when you put the pump in there, you got room. And then fit your clamps. Don't forget to put your clamps. Now, if you forget it, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of anything. It's not like you could do it on an engine rebuild and you forgot to put the pistons or something like that. Is of course you can pop it off, but that would be going backwards. All right. So pump, top of it, nipple off of it. Of course, goes on that piece of the hose, and it comes with a little rubber boot. Man, the lighting outside is pretty intense. It's making it pretty dark. Let me switch you guys on the other side. Let's see if we can get better lighting on this side. Hey, looks like we can find it already. Ooh, look at all that. Alright, so it comes with this rubber boot, and it pretty much just, once you put everything in there, it literally has a hole right there, and it has a little nipple at the bottom of the pump, and literally it just sits in there like that. Very gently though. Now be careful when you put in the pump. Make sure you push completely straight. You're not gonna be pushing all crooked and risk breaking it. Before you tighten everything, go ahead and just put your connector. Okay, it's secure. Now you spin it all the way around. Once you get it sit. There you go. It sits in there. You gotta push. It actually sits right there with the bottom. Sits right there. Perfectly contoured. She's secure. Hose looks straight. It's not all crooked. You don't forget to put the clamps. And before we put the strainer, let's just go ahead and just tie the clamps. That way you don't have to fight against the sock and the strainer, the filter, and the arm of the floater, float for the measuring device. So I think they send you this stainless steel clamps because it's probably going to increase flow. It's not so much increased pressure, but I think it's just increased flow. I want to make sure that it gets secure. Plus, also they're not sending you OEM anything anymore, so. I'm trying to see if I can feel where it goes and begins. Yeah, jeez, it looks like it's all the way down here already. That's pretty crazy. It's like it's all the way at the bottom. I'm trying to feel where to put the clamp. But if you see the difference on the clamp, on the hose size, you know, that's pretty substantial on the size difference. So if you have this one sitting right here, and that was sitting like that, and that means that you have your clamp right there. So yeah, that's pretty much, you can see the little, I don't know if you can see that, but right here the hose barely, I mean, they were pretty much just neck to neck right there. So yeah, that makes sense that my clamp would be right here and literally this other one would be like right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. They will give you such a long piece. You would think if they make 10,000 of these units and they have an inch extra, because that's pretty much a whole. I'm sure that's at least an inch. And 10,000 units, that's 10,000 inches that they're wasting. But I'm also thinking about, what about if that's for mass production for many cars? Okay, so it doesn't go like super tight to the point where like the clamp jumps or you break the hose. It goes snug, and when you feel that you have to put your resistance or try to tie it a little bit harder, then that's when you're stopped. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and scrape the top, and just so I can just prep it and it will be clean when I put it back. I'm just gonna go ahead and just clean this with a scraper, and then I'll put some kind of treatment for the corrosion. I'm not gonna paint it. I'm not gonna do none of that. I feel like that's more invasive than anything, but I do want to take all these that I'm never gonna see again. I want to scrape all that, and just so when I spray it again with the anti-corrosion and I'm done, it will absorb all that on the bare metal and it will try to keep it safe. I mean, this thing is so old and it's fine, so I don't see the need to actually trying to paint it. And I live in Georgia, so you know, we guess now, never. Alright, well, that's my video of me installing a pump. Like, it literally took me longer while I'm talking to you guys than if I would have done it, but you know, that's my joy, that's what I like to do, and that's why I do it. It's already there, nothing to it, especially in these Japanese cars. You don't even have to drop the tank or get it on jacks or anything like that, or jack sense or nothing. It's just quick. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I gotta put that sock on it, but I'm gonna finish doing my thing first. I'm cleaning it, and when I'm done cleaning it, I'll put my sock, I'll put the clamp up. There you go. So I won't get any dirt in it. Thank you. Alright, so it's a wrap. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I got it right in there. I did took a bunch of that rust on the top. You know, stuff that I was just trying to install it can actually fall in the tank and stuff like that. So just kind of clean them a little bit, make sure that they're, as you can see, still rusty. Sorry for the lines from the LED, but that's literally the light. Nothing that I can do about it. Do go ahead and vacuum them. You know, it's very important that you keep them clean. So do go ahead and get them vacuum while you're at it. That way you don't have accumulation of years of nastiness, and keep it clean. Alright, well that's it. Thank you all for watching my video. Appreciate it.